Hey there, welcome. I'm Coach Bill with Meditate School of Mindfulness, here to bring you another reflective meditation. This meditation is going to be turning us to recognize that if we can turn ourselves from the anxiety of worrying about the future or being stuck in the regrets of the past or thinking about things we can't control, if we can bring ourselves into the present moment, we can practice finding that space of joy. The truth is, if we're thinking about only a moment ago, or only a moment from now, we're not present in this moment. And we can't do anything about it because we can't go back and change the past, even if it was just a moment ago. And we can't predict the future. So if we take a few moments to connect to the present and draw our attention inwards, we can connect to a stillness and peace and joy that is available to us right now. So as we go through this session, I'm going to help you explore these feelings of presence. And if we sink beneath the overthinking mind, beneath the ego space, beneath the feeling that something has to happen a certain way, we can connect to that space that comes by being in this moment. And in this moment, we can find joy. We can connect to light and love. Now, that statement might sound a bit oversimplified, but the truth is we overlook the simplicity of it. We spend so much of our time thinking about things that aren't actually happening. We relive the past and we worry about the future and we forget to be present right now. And this preoccupation with the past and the future even extends into those moments when we are meditating. Even as we begin to tap into our higher sense of joy and peace, even as we feel connected to an awe-inspiring sense of presence, the feeling appears fleeting, as if we can only grab onto it for a moment. Consciously or not, we don't believe that we can sustain it. We don't believe that we could feel that peacefulness, that joyfulness, and that love all the time. So we allow ourselves to become distracted. Sometimes it's a thought about all the things we have to do in the day, or sometimes it's a question about whether or not we're doing it right. It could be anything. These are the ideal signs that we're not being present in the moment, even if we're thinking about only that moment that happened before, or only that moment that happened next. It's not this moment. But we have this moment and everything that we need to be present. We have all that we need to find that stillness within right now. A single moment, a single breath, a pause, a presence. And if you could connect to that moment for just a moment, you can do it again and again. And gradually, over time and with practice, those moments will lengthen. Gradually, over time, they start to become more and more apparent. But even if it's only for a few seconds, we connect to it over and over and over again. We shouldn't worry about whether it just slips away. We should reset and refocus and repeat and recognize that it's there. A simple moment of peace, a single moment of joy. And when we approach our practice this way, it makes it easier and more straightforward. So, with this practice, we can gradually increase the time we spend in those moments of peace and joy and gratitude. And as we continue to practice these things, they grow stronger. A single second of peace will become 2 seconds, and then 10 seconds. A brief glimpse of gratitude will become a few hours, a few days. And eventually we can learn to take action to remain centered in this space, to come back to it over and over and over again. But it always comes in this moment, when we make a decision to be present, when we decide to stop and breathe and be present right now. That's our practice. So I know that was a long introduction, but I wanted to set you up for where we're going next. So I trust by now you've gotten yourself comfortable. And if you haven't already, go ahead and just relax and close your eyes and begin to settle down and recognize that this is your time, a time for total relaxation, a time to connect to that inner stillness. Make sure you're comfortable and warm, and rest your hands comfortably by your side, and take a few moments and take a few comfortable breaths, slowly breathing in and breathing out. And as you focus on that inhale and the exhale, just focus on the exhale a moment and let your body sink down as you breathe out, melting away any tension, gradually relaxing more and more with every breath. And do that a few times. And pay attention this time on the exhale and try to completely empty your lungs of all the air. And then breathe back in and feel it lift you up. And just breathe for a moment, in and out. And if you allow yourself to connect to your breath, you're totally connecting to the present moment. Everything starts to seem as if it's slowing down. Just relax. And as you feel that connection to your breath, we can do the same to connect to our body. So bring your awareness all the way up to the top of your head, and either sense or imagine a feeling of relaxation to begin to spread down from the top of your head over your scalp. Imagine letting the muscles in your forehead and your temples relax, allowing your eyes to relax, and your cheeks and your jaw to soften. Imagine allowing a sense of contentment and an expression of contentment to spread across your face. And then imagine that peaceful feeling flows down through your neck and your throat, into the muscles in your shoulders, soothing them, relaxing them. And just breathe. Allow this peaceful feeling to flow down through your arms, relaxing and soothing all the way down through the tips of your fingers. And as your body relaxes, your mind relaxes, your thoughts become weightless, like wisps of clouds flowing on a breeze. Just let those thoughts go. And let this feeling of relaxation move down through your chest and your tummy. And feel how that movement of your breath flows in and out, soothing and relaxing. Then turn your attention to your back and let this feeling of relaxation flow all the way down your spine, all the way down through your hips, down through your thighs, and just let those strong muscles become relaxed, down through your calves, your ankles, into your feet and your toes, and just let your whole body feel soft and calm and relaxed. And now's the time. Now's the time to leave the external world behind and allow yourself to go on this inner journey, a journey to that place deep inside, of deep inner stillness. And if you will, open your imagination and imagine you're standing outside on a white sandy beach. Imagine it's early in the morning and a light hazy mist surrounds you. And as you stand there, you watch the sun as it slowly begins to rise. And you can feel that warm orange light all around you. And imagine you can feel it touch your face and your body. And you feel content and at ease and relaxed. And the sand beneath your feet is soft and warm. And a light breeze is touching your face. And imagine as you look all around you, the beach is deserted. You have it all to yourself. You have all the time in the world. And you feel safe. And as you stand there breathing, you listen to the sounds of the ocean. The waves are gently breaking on the shore. And imagine you begin to walk towards the water. And then you walk along the shore a little bit. Imagine as you walk along, in the distance you see there's a small boat waiting for you. And you look at that boat and it seems steady and strong. And you notice that it's tied to the shore with a strong rope. And imagine you walk towards it. And you feel this need to climb into it, knowing it's there for you. Imagine you step into that boat and you feel completely at peace, completely safe, and completely relaxed. And as you're right there, when you're ready, take the time and untie the rope and let it go. And you just sit back and relax. And you feel the natural currents of the ocean guide your boat and you away from the beach, as if the boat is drifting on your intuition. It drifts away smoothly, and it just rocks back and forth ever so gently, back and forth, just like your breath flows in and out. In that rocking motion, it relaxes you even more. And as your boat drifts on the current, you notice the sun is now higher in the sky, and it's so bright, and everything around you is clear and clear. And you can see clearly in all directions. As the sun rises, it's as if a veil has been lifted, and the ocean is sparkling all around you. And way off in the distance, a small island comes into view. And you know that's where you're going. And you just sit back and let the boat guide you in that direction. And as it moves closer and closer, effortlessly through the water, you notice that that island is drenched in sunlight. And as you get closer and closer, you notice it's covered in a tall stand of palm trees. And those trees are gently swaying in the breeze, back and forth, as your boat sways back and forth. And after a while, it comes to rest on the shore, and you know you've arrived. You're right where you need to be. And you look around for a moment at the sublime beauty of this place. It seems as if it's untouched by anyone else, because this is your place. And the sand is pure white, and the sky is a beautiful shade of blue. And the trees reach high for the sky. And you step out of that boat and you feel the softness of the sand, unlike anything you've felt before. And you hear the singing of birds. And you look around. And all underneath those trees you see shrubs covered in beautiful flowers. And the word that comes to your mind is abundance. Abundance of light and color, an abundance of sounds and peacefulness. And the air itself seems to shimmer and vibrate, luminous. And then you hear the sound of the wind as it blows through the trees, and the soft flow of the waves flowing into the shore. And in this place, you're free from all your worries. You're free from all the concerns about the future and the past. And for just a moment, you're free from all of your responsibilities. This is a moment of total peace. And this peace is yours. Just be at peace for a moment. And you notice, as you look around, there's an opening in the palm trees. And in the center of this opening, there's a narrow path that leads deep into that forest of trees. Without any hesitation, you begin your journey into the heart of the forest, following the path as it meanders between these columns of trees. As you walk through it, it seems familiar to you, like a memory of a pleasant dream, or a place you may have visited as a child. You know you've been here before. And you just walk deeper and deeper into the forest, allowing yourself to be guided by a force that you trust, a force that makes you feel safe and nurtured and still. And after a while, you reach the heart of the forest. And before you is this shimmering pond of crystal clear water. A pond of perfect stillness. It reflects everything around it, but you can still see clearly all the way to the bottom. And you just notice how perfectly still it is, free from even the slightest ripple. And as you look to the edge of the pond, you see there are 3 steps leading you down. And you decide that you need to go into it. So you take your first step down. And as you do, you notice the wind has eased, and all the trees have become still. And you take your next step down, and all the world around you becomes more and more calm. And you yourself become more and more still. And then you take the next step down, and the birds in the forest become quiet. And the silence is deep and reverent. And then you lower yourself and glide into the water. And as you do, you feel yourself sliding into a deep state of relaxation. The water's not deep, but in this pond you can let your thoughts just slip away. Whether you can swim or not, you know you can reach the bottom and still breathe. But all is silent and still. And all you can feel is the beating of your heart and the flow of your breath. But even with that movement, there's a stillness. And suddenly you notice you feel timeless and vast and expansive and relaxed. And for the next few minutes, just allow yourself to enjoy this experience of solitude and silence. And when thoughts arrive, simply let them go and return to the flow of your breath. Just hold yourself in this stillness for a few moments and know that when it's time to return, I'll guide you home. And if you will, slowly bring your awareness back to that pond, to that feeling that you're deeply relaxed and refreshed. Allowing yourself to connect to a sense of gratitude for how you feel. And now it's time to make yourself come back. So imagine you slowly rise up out of the water and you climb back up those steps. And you notice how wonderful your body feels. Imagine how you feel light and clear and happy. And as you step out of that pond, you notice the birds have returned. The breeze has returned, and the trees begin to sway again. And as you move back through that forest, you notice how alive you are. And after a little while, you arrive back to that beach, and you notice that boat is waiting for you, just where you left it. And you walk back to the water's edge, and you climb into that boat, and you rest there, and you relax there. And you know that your boat is going to bring you back home safely. You just allow your journey to be effortless and calm, like all of the moments of your life, effortless and calm. And you relax, and you allow the current to guide you. And after a while, you arrive back where you started. You step out of that boat and onto the sand, and you're home. You're home, but everything's different. You're home, but everything's changed. Let yourself come home again, and slowly become aware of the space that you're in. Don't rush yourself. Slowly become aware of your body as it's sitting here. Wiggle your toes and fingers. Feel the movement of your breath. Take in just a little bit deeper of a breath and let it lift you up, and then settle back down again. And before we move on, remember that that pond and that island, it's not somewhere out there that you need to go searching for. It's within you. That place of inner peace and stillness is deep within you. So now take time to bring yourself fully back in the present and tell yourself you're ready. And when you're truly ready, gently open your eyes and look around you. And here you are again, right back where you started, but different. Welcome back. So, it's been my honor to take you on this journey, and I look forward to sharing more with you. I'm Coach Bill with Meditate School of Mindfulness, and if you'd like to learn more about what we do, visit our website, www.meditateyou.me, If you enjoyed this journey, click the like button, leave me a comment, and let me know you enjoyed it. And I appreciate you. Have a beautiful day.